Well, hello and good morning, and welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott, and here on my channel, we're working on a meditation technique which integrates your body, emotion, mind, and relationships. And integration is a part of how life works. All life constellates around a form, and we have multiple forms in our life that work together in a synergistic way. We have our body, our emotion, our mind, and our relationships. And when we work with awareness, these parts, so to speak, work together as an integrated whole. And when we come from wholeness, we have more access to reality and more understanding of how things are. And this is ongoing. This is like a evolution. And it is made manifest in our life by actual results. So when you practice every day, you will see change and transformation in such a way that you hadn't before. And that being said, I'd like to do a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. And today we will meditate for about 50 minutes. And lately I've been talking about the truth and how the truth works, and accountability. And in order to be accountable, we need to actually take account. We need to be able to account for what is real. And that means we need to understand ourselves as having access to partial truth. That nobody has the truth with a capital T. Only Spirit has complete truth with which we are a part of. And we align our awareness toward that truth, and that is called the light of awareness. The light of awareness allows us to see that which is a part of what is happening. And you can't, as I said a couple days now, you can't tell a truth that you are not aware of. So you can't come from a truth that you are currently in the dark about. So the truth requires the light of our soul, the light that has been granted to each of us. And that's not a light that is flashy or special in a way that you would think that kind of like, it's not like an electric lightning bolt or something like this. It's very subtle and very refined. So you need to practice to become subtle, to be able to sense into that light. And each and one of us can, to varying degrees, sense into this light of our soul, the light of awareness. And we can practice every day. And from there, you have this understanding of being able to take into account, and then therefore be accountable. So, I think that that's good for today. And then now what I'll do is I'll read from the Tao. This is the Tao here, translated by Damo Mitchell. And I'm reading the stanzas of the Tao to help us get into the divine mood. So today, we are on number 63, Small Deeds. Act by the way of Wu-Wei. Handle affairs without meddling. Savor what has no taste. Make the great small and the many few. respond to hatred with prepare for the difficult while it is still easy. Undertake the great while it is still small. All under heaven, great undertakings arise from what is slight. Difficult tasks grow out of the simple. Thus, the sage never attempts greatness, and so he achieves true greatness. Those who promise rashly will earn little trust. Those who see only ease will find many troubles. Therefore, the sage treats even the easy as difficult, and so, in the end, faces no difficulty at all. And so we'll begin now with practice, gently closing your eyes and charging up of the breath. Deep breath in through the nose and then out through your mouth. Allowing both your belly and your chest to expand and contract. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. The whole of your torso expanding and contracting. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down to your pelvic floor, to your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. Beginning to gently place your attention on your physical body in such a way it's like water entering a sponge. And you can begin to feel the tingling, the pulsing, the sense of aliveness of your body, the temperature, the subtle movement. You can begin to feel the earth underneath you, your body's connection with the planet. And begin the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. And on the out-breath, softening and melting. Down through your body and deep into the earth. And the softening and the melting can feel like warm honey melting down through your body into the earth. And everywhere that the softening honey touches is cleansed, healed, purified, made whole. And with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. And if you like, you can add in a pause at the end of the out-breath. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. Out-breath, softening. And then when you reach the end of the out-breath, a brief pause of letting go into the stillness before the next in-breath. bring our attention up into our hearts, feeling your heart on the in-breath, center of your chest. It can be useful to place your hand there to activate your heart chakra. Feeling the heat of your hand, and then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Very good. And then coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what is present for you emotionally right now. Human beings are meant to feel feelings in a shared space because of our mammalian nervous system. And so it's very good for emotional hygiene to feel a little bit together. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, you're just allowing yourself to feel just a little bit. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And noticing what is you're feeling right now and just allowing yourself to feel a little bit. You could be even feeling a little bit numb. And numbness is also a valid emotional experience. Yes, very good. And so now You can add in a pause, much like we did earlier on the in-breath, feeling your heart. Out-breath, softening your heart space, expanding. And then at the end of the out-breath, a brief pause between the next in-breath of letting go into the heart space, the heart field, the subtle softness of our hearts. Very good. And then now we're going to bring our attention up into our head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. You can, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows or your crown at the top of your head. Either place is okay to feel. And in-breath, feeling, out-breath, softening in and around your head. coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. Sometimes in meditation, our minds are very busy. Sometimes they're very quiet and peaceful. And this does not mean good or bad. It just means this is the way your mind is right now. And just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, you can always come back to feeling your head or your body, the earth underneath you for grounding. When you notice that you've been pulled into a thought, that's the way to come back out. And you can add in a pause if you like we've been doing with the practice up here in our heads. So on the in-breath, feeling your head, out-breath, softening in and around your head. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause. And notice kind of the open sky-like nature of your mind, as almost though your whole head disappears. And in its place, the entire sky is resting on your shoulders. good. And then from here, we can spend a little time with our eyes open. Gently opening your eyes, allowing the work we did to remain present and not evaporate away. And keeping your eyes soft. It can be very useful during this part of the meditation to look at something Mother Nature made, like a tree or something outside a window, like a mountainside or something like this, because of the resonant qualities of Mother Nature and ourself. And we'll practice now in the relational space, which means every relation has an inside and an outside. So on the in-breath, feeling outside you, all the space around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And just noticing the distinction, feeling outside and then inside. If you like, you can make an anchor. Hold on to your thumb, fingers on top, place into your lap. And just practice feeling outside and inside. And as you do this, you may notice that one might be particularly easier to feel than another. For example, it could be easier to feel outside rather than inside, or vice versa. It could be easier to feel inside rather than outside. And just noticing what it's like for you. Very good. And then now we can add in qualities to our practice if you like. You can add in love, compassion, and gratitude to your practice. You can pick one or two or all three. It's up to you. Love, compassion, and gratitude are qualities that really make the world go round. And you can practice by feeling love, compassion, and gratitude all around you on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, love, compassion, and gratitude for yourself. Just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. And from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. So I'll be quiet for a bit to allow you to do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and healing, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Exquisite. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.